It's time to show you the results that I was able to achieve with the Tair 133mm 2.8. Last week I took out this lens on my Pentax SP1000 and I put in a roll of Agfa APX 100. Yesterday I took out this camera and lens combination again and I put in a roll of Ilford HP5 Plus. I can only say, look at the images, you make up your mind if this is an interesting lens to hold on to. As I mentioned in a previous video, I picked this lens up, I think it's about 2 weeks ago now, for only €7.50. So I still have to make up my mind if I want to keep this lens or do I want to sell the lens and see if I can make a nice profit. But anyway, all that being said, let me show you the images now. We'll start with the Agfa APX 100, after which we'll continue with the Ilford HP5 Plus. Thanks for watching the video, greatly appreciate it again. If you like the video, give it a thumbs up, and I'll be back soon with a new and hopefully for you interesting video. Take care, see you next time. Today I'm outdoors in Wijk aan Zee, and this is the second time around with the Tair 133mm 2.8 telephoto lens. Last week I shot to a roll of Agfa APX 100 and I primarily used the widest aperture of 2.8 to see what kind of shallow depth of field I could achieve. That was no mean feat because there's very little depth to be able to focus, pinpoint focus, on the subject within your composition. So when you're using a telelens at its widest aperture, which results in a very shallow depth of field, it is best to use a tripod, which I did. Today I'm outside with a roll of Ilford HP5, and now I'm going to primarily be using the smaller apertures, f11, f16, and because of the sunny conditions, sometimes even f22. And shutter speeds will be at about 1/250th of a second or 1/500th of a second, meaning that I can now handhold this camera and lens and make perfectly good photos. I'm going to try to compress the image, what telephoto lenses are famous for, compressing different subjects within your composition, and therefore reducing the distance between those two subjects, creating a very interesting effect. So that's what I'm going to be trying today here in Wijk aan Zee. I put it again on my Asahi Pentax SP1000, and let's get moving and take some interesting photos.